I just want y'all to know that I love y'all so much and I truly appreciate the support. This video is not to be negative. It's not to be anything like that. I just wanted to get this off my chest that I'm not making up anything. Why would I make up anything? Especially this. This video is just to address some accusations that are just not true. And if anyone is telling you that I'm lying, then they're lying to you. And it's not very nice to bully people, especially when we're talking about something like this. I do not delete comments, and you are welcome to say what you would like in the comments, but understand that I want you to think about this for a minute before you do leave any mean comments. What if I'm telling the truth? I came outside to record this video because I wanted to just get the truth out once and for all. I have about 1% of viewers claim that I am fabricating what I have recorded and shared. And I just wanted to address that and just tell y'all the truth. The truth is everything that I have posted on YouTube is 100% the truth. It is reality. It is what I live every day. One thing I'm not is a liar. I had someone ask me about the fall when me and my husband reunited after he got back from the hospital.
Oh, Heather, you okay? Heather.
They claimed that I was being dramatic and that I never addressed that. I did address that in one of my videos, but I may have not made it super clear what happened, and I apologize if I didn't make it clear. It's just, this is not something I really want to talk about all the time, so I just kind of want to get this all out there and all off my chest and not really talk about it much more. I mean, I will if that's what y'all want me to talk about, but it's not really something I really want to, because I'm trying to deal with my mental health. But the reason why I fell was because you have to understand, the last time I see my husband was in a very bad state. In all rights, my husband passed away and was revived. I had to give him CPR. To witness that is just unbelievable. I truly witnessed a miracle, and I know that it can be hard to believe. The last time I seen him, he was in a very bad state. He was very disoriented. He couldn't even hold his head up. I had to hold it up for him. It was very limp. When the cop got here, she was the first one to arrive, and she asked me what happened once they took him on the ambulance. I'm not really sure what they call that, but that she wanted to know and write down notes about it and get my side of it, what happened, and also to make sure that he was taken and hospitalized inpatient for a little while because of that. And she told me that I must have done something, because by the time she was here, he was breathing. And I told everybody, my mom was there, and I just said, no, I didn't do anything. It was God. God really did work through me. And when I see my husband for the first time, I talked to my husband a few times on the phone while he was away, and it was really hard for me to believe that he was okay. I kept asking everybody. I was so afraid that people were lying to me just to make me feel better about the situation. I also had a lot of mixed emotions about whether I even had the right to be upset, because my husband is alive. I was able to get to him, and it did make me feel like maybe I didn't have the right to be upset. When my husband came home for the first time and I seen him, he was talking to us and telling us what happened, what he seen for the first time, and he was talking about the H that appeared on his arm, and I'm not really sure how it got there. I think it was just a scratch, but it was in the shape of an H, and that's the first thing he seen. And seeing that and hearing him talk about the situation and also seeing the scar on his neck is kind of what triggered me to pass out. I had just a flash back in my head, an image of him, and before I was able to get him down, that I seen, and it just overwhelmed me and just completely made me pass out. I've never passed out in my life until that point, and since then I've passed out several times. One time was when my husband, we had to go out to the building, and when my husband says he needs to get something out of the building, I'm right there with him. We do have some things in there that he needs because we're doing stuff with our house, so I walked back there with him. And one time when he did that, he had to climb up, it's really hard to talk about, but he had to climb up to the top shelf in the building. And I guess I was standing outside the building, and this was probably a month or two after what happened. He was home, we were okay, and I was watching him standing outside the building. He was up on, climbed up, I don't even know what he was standing on, but he climbed up and was getting something off the top shelf, and just seeing him at that top high level caused me to pass out, because it kind of just reminded me of what happened, and I just fell over on the ground. I've had that happen a few times. Anytime I go to their building, it does make me uncomfortable, and I've had people tell me you need to get rid of the building, you need to tear it down, and I 100% agree. But my husband wants to repaint it and things like that, just to make it look totally different. We're also redoing our entire house, and that's something I want to talk about too, is I wanted to leave. I wanted to move. I didn't want to live in this house anymore because of everything. I was extremely on edge and just not happy here. But my dad is having where we're able to completely remodel our house, which is helping me be able to stay here longer, because it just makes it totally different and it makes it more of a happy place again. I love our home. It is absolutely perfect for us. We have an extra bedroom for baby number 3, and it's just a perfect home that I absolutely love, but it's just been hard to stay here. Anything that I say on my YouTube channel is 100% the truth, and I do have medical records to back me up. It's really sad that it has to come to that, but I will include some in this video. We do want to bring awareness on our channel. This is a very real thing that happens every day to many families. I will leave the hotline number down below if you are struggling. My husband has actually called them several times, and they have helped him in the past. You never really think this is going to happen to you until it does. Now he is making so much improvement, and when he came home, it was like he was a totally different person. It kind of creeped me out a little bit. That's another thing that I didn't record, is after I had passed out with him here, after I had passed out, my mom stopped recording the video. Well, I'll be honest, she didn't stop right there. She recorded a little bit, and I'll include that footage right now of me basically being in a state of shock. You okay, baby? You pass out?
Drink some water. Just water. Have you have a rust to your head or something? Just sit back there. Let me get you some more water. Huh? You shine it back. Just sit back, okay? He's home, okay? You hear? He's home.
I was very afraid that this wasn't my husband. In my mind, my husband passed away. I've seen him pass away, and then he came back, and it was really hard for me to grasp, and I was very, quite frankly, afraid of my husband. I didn't want to record that, and I wasn't about to pick up my camera and record that because I was extremely afraid. Me and my husband went into the hallway of our house. I backed up into the corner and was knocking down those shadow boxes because I was so afraid of him. My dad was there, and I kept asking my dad, is this really him? Are you sure this is really him? And then me and Shane went into our bedroom and closed the door just for some privacy. And I just touched his face. And I just kept asking him, is this really you? How could this be you? I also checked all his birthmarks to make sure that was really him. And that's when it kind of clicked in my mind. This is really my husband. He's really here. He's really alive. And I will be honest, honestly, it probably took me several weeks before I finally was not, like, unsure if that was really him or not. It's really hard to go through something like that and just to fully comprehend it and wrap your mind around how is my husband okay. I've also heard of other families that this has happened and they were able to get to their loved one, and it's just very unbelievable. It's truly a miracle. You don't understand how thankful to God I am that my husband is still here. And it did bother me for a very long time, and it still bothers me that just like this, he wouldn't be here. Like, my kids wouldn't have their father. Why would I joke about that, y'all? Seriously? It bothers me so greatly that if I wouldn't have checked on him, if my computer hadn't been open, if all these different factors, he would not be here.